Everyone. Hi, everyone watching the Tando channel, and thank you so much, Tando channel, for having me. My name is Shamiso Lezard, and today I am going to be speaking about my debut novel, The Lost Cantrell. So, first of all, you need to know a couple of things about me. Let's get to know each other. I'm Shamiso Mlilo Lezard. I am from Bulawayo, Zimbabwe. I am an author, a poet, a social media journalist, and the co-founder of the Literacy Enhancement and Advancement Foundation. So how did the Lost Cantrell come about? So before anything else, I am a writer, I am an artist, and I love to make people feel good. So this whole book came about to entertain. That's what I aim to do. I love entertaining people, and I wanted to write something action-packed, like a slow burn read with a little bit of mystery in it as well. And The Lost Cantrell is essentially about Ella Cherie Silva, and she is an aspiring chef. I have a love for the culinary arts, so I wanted to include that in my debut novel. And basically, she gets her dream job working at a very luxurious hotel called the Lost Cantrell. While she's there, she does run into a mysterious guest who turns out to be part of a very secret, very dangerous criminal organization. The book idea was very new to me, and I just felt like people would enjoy it, which they have been so far based off of the 5-star reviews. So, what is the big idea about this book? I love anything in the arts, anything in life that makes people question, what would you do in this situation? And I wanted to get people interactive with the characters to make them feel like they are in Ella's place, to connect them with her, essentially. And I think I managed to do that with this book, to get people and all the readers to ask, what would I do? If I walked in on this situation, what type of person would I be? What kind of decisions would I make? And I enjoy that part of writing, being able to build worlds and create situations, sometimes tricky situations. So another thing that I did is get traditionally published. So a lot of authors know that there is a big difference between being self-published and being traditionally published. And I am traditionally published with a smaller press, the Wild Rose Press, who have been absolutely amazing. So how has my journey been, and why did I take that route? Before I even answer that question, I just want to say I have the utmost respect for self-published authors. It's not easy. When you're self-published, essentially, you are most likely doing things on your own, or you are hiring freelancers and service providers. I am a Zimbabwean girl with a Zimbabwean girl budget. So that was not really an option for me. And why I went the traditional publication route, it wasn't for validation in any way, which is a preconceived notion that when you're traditionally published, it's for validation and it means your work is good enough. I don't believe anyone's art needs to be validated. You are an artist because you create, and that's that. But I went the traditional publication route because I wanted a team behind me. Creating something like this takes a village, but it helps when all you have to do as the writer is write. I didn't want to have to hire a cover artist and an external editor. I wanted all of that behind me. And, you know, the Wild Rose Press has managed to do that for me, where I had so much support during the process. And I think that's what made it easier, because art is work. A lot of people think it's just a hobby. And yeah, I love it. I love it, you know, but it is hard work. A lot goes into it. So when you have a team behind you, when you have a publisher behind you, it makes everything that much easier and that much more enjoyable. So the big question, where can you get my book? So it's available across all major retailers, Amazon, Barnes and Noble. It's available in Target, Walmart. Um, iBooks as well, I believe, Kobo. So you can get it anywhere. And if you do have a Kindle, that's awesome. Okay, if you do have a Kindle, you can actually just purchase the Kindle version, which would be good as well. If you don't have a Kindle, however, okay, you can always use the Kindle app as well. So, you still have options, because I know for my Zim peeps, that's more affordable than the hard copy. But you can also get the hard copy online from Amazon, from Barnes and Noble, from Target, which is very exciting. So yeah. Now I'm going to read a short paragraph from my book, my publication, which I'm very excited about. I'm going to read a short paragraph for you all. In this scene, which is a surprise scene, just to add, I did include a little bit of home in the book. It is based in New York. The plot is based in New York, but I wanted to add a little bit of home into it. So in this scene, they're flying somewhere that you'll see when you buy the book. Okay, so this is a scene between Ella and the mysterious guest that she met, whose name is Zeke Gage. Okay. Should I be worried? I eventually asked him. Zeke glanced in my direction. No, you shouldn't be worried, Ella, he said. But you're worried, I pointed out. I don't like it when routines change, that's all. I looked over at Chris, who was seated near the back of the plane with his eyes closed, dozing peacefully. Chris doesn't seem worried, I said lightly. That's a good sign, right? Chris doesn't know the details of this trip, and even if he did, it wouldn't be his job to worry. I searched Zeke's face, keeping my eyes intently on his. Be honest, can this trip end badly for me? The tension in his jaw tightened. No, I said that I'd protect you, and that's exactly what I'll do with my life. But there's a chance that something bad might happen, right? There's always a chance that something bad might happen, right? He had a point. I turned my face forward, leaning back as I closed my eyes in the hopes that I would get some decent sleep before we landed at our final destination. So that's a short paragraph from the book. I'm so excited to have this out, and I really do hope that you will grab yourself a copy. I love hearing from my readers. I love hearing from people, from artists in general. I love hearing artist stories, and I'd love to hear from all of you, fellow writers, fellow creatives, my readers. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for everyone who has supported, everyone who has been there, my family. I appreciate it so very much. My husband, it's a big deal for me. And I really did this to make sure that everyone understands that no matter where you're from, not even to be cliche, this is genuine. No matter where you're from, you can make it anyway. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm from Zim, proudly from Zim, with a New York publisher, and it means the world. So keep writing, keep making music, keep creating. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in.